Announcement they're bringing him back. They told me they were going to try, and I said, good luck. I honestly didn't think he was going to do it. He's so passionate about it. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I mean, he wants the game to be played the right way.
Welcome back to NBA Showdown, where today we unpack a groundbreaking development. Commissioner Adam Silver has confirmed that Michael Jordan is signing on with NBA TV to break down modern play. With 7 quotes to explore, we'll build 7 in-depth sections explaining each, and then discuss what this means for the league, especially how Silver believes Jordan is ready to analyze today's basketball. Stay tuned to get every angle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss this historic moment in NBA media. Adam Silver opens with a candid admission. His team pitched Jordan for involvement, but even they were doubtful he'd take the call. Jordan famously shies from media obligations, choosing limited appearances and keeping tight control over his public persona. That Jordan not only agreed, but embraced an analyst role is a seismic shift. Silver's honesty about thinking good luck before being shown the door highlights Jordan's notoriously guarded nature. And before the break, Jordan reportedly, notoriously for decades, MJ has remained nearly invisible in mainstream commentary. This signals a new era, one where the greatest of all time steps forward willingly. Silver's words suggest he didn't expect to land Jordan, which makes the actual signing more remarkable. It also indicates the NBA leadership did its homework. They understood Jordan's potential influence and bent over backwards to bring him in. This helps fans recognize the weight of what's happening. This is no cameo. This is recognition at the highest level that Jordan's insights matter and that the commissioner himself had to dial hard to get.
Announcement they're bringing him back. They told me they were going to try, and I said, good luck. I honestly didn't think he was going to do it.
Silver can't help but reflect on the decades-long effort required to get Jordan on camera during The Last Dance. That documentary remains one of the most resonant pieces of sports content ever produced. Yet even after the public's outpouring, Jordan retreated. He returned to privacy almost immediately afterwards. Silver mentions this to emphasize the magnitude of convincing Jordan to commit again. This wasn't a casual ask, it was a monumental climb for NBA leadership. Jordan's reticence has been consistent. He avoided TV trivia, rare appearances beyond championship promotions, and has largely stayed out of social media noise. That makes this deal transformative. Silver alludes to years of negotiation, courting, and goodwill building. The Last Dance showcased Jordan's charisma and authenticity, but even then, he disappeared. Now addressing the media and game directly signals that he trusts the NBA to handle his brand with care. By sharing this story, Silver underscores the rarity of Jordan's appearance. He's not just adding expert commentary, he's showing up after years of absence. This could redefine how retired legends show up in the ongoing basketball conversation.
It took us, as you know, decades to convince him to do the documentary.
Silver then reveals that he spoke directly with MJ about the upcoming TV role, noting Jordan seems genuinely excited to analyze current games, players, and strategies. This is more than contractual obligation. This is passion. It suggests Jordan is not just there for nostalgia or headline value. He wants to dissect the modern game. This is telling. Jordan never shies from competition and critique, but evaluating a new generation shows respect for today's athletes and the evolving game. It must also feel personal. His knowledge remains relevant. Silver indicates Jordan recognizes how the game has shifted, analytics, pace, positionless basketball, and is eager to weigh in. That he's enthusiastic about it tells viewers they'll be hearing authentic, considered opinions. He isn't phoning it in. Jordan clearly understands that this requires more than charisma. It demands expertise, insight, and readiness to stay current. His writing interest in watching games suggests preparation and energy. Jordan likely has strong views on modern play, and fans will soon witness detailed breakdowns from the architect of the 90s.
I spoke to Michael about it. I mean, he's excited about it. I think for him, it means he's got to stay current.
Next, Adam Silver emphasizes Jordan's passion and focus on integrity. He states that Jordan is super passionate and insists he simply wants basketball played the right way. That echoes Jordan's lifelong reputation, perfectionism, discipline, toughness. Jordan's business interests, Jordan brand, ownership, its center on longevity and authenticity. He isn't interested in form, it's about substance. Silver connects Jordan's brand to quality. If Jordan speaks, people will listen because they trust him. He's survived criticism, controversy, and remains respected. That he won't compromise on standards delivers a warning to those who produce shallow content. If games aren't competitive or if players aren't gritty, Jordan will call it out. That reveals a mission. This isn't entertainment fluff. It's honest basketball commentary. The NBA has invited Jordan to reveal where players have slipped, from effort to fundamentals. Viewers can expect analysis rooted in excellence, not marketing. More importantly, fans will see Jordan's personal values applied to today's game. As Silver notes, Jordan's passion is rooted in real knowledge. This This isn't a token appearance, but a continuation of his legacy.
He's so passionate about it. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I mean, he wants the game to be played the right way.
Adam Silver then makes a critical point that solidifies Jordan's relevance today. The legend is still watching a lot of basketball, and most importantly, he knows what still defines him. This is not just a man with a past. It's a competitor who continues to observe, evaluate, and measure the game by the same core standards that elevated him to the top. When Silver says Jordan knows what defines him, he is speaking to the intense inner compass that drives everything MJ does. Even after all these years, Jordan's lens remains clear. He measures greatness through effort, through domination, through legacy. This statement reflects that Jordan does not just watch basketball as a passive observer, he watches as a gatekeeper to greatness, someone who understands what elite performance truly looks like because he embodied it. His understanding of the modern game is filtered through a perspective rooted in accountability, discipline, and toughness. Silver's emphasis on Jordan's viewership matters because it sends a clear message to current players. The greatest is watching, and now he is about to talk. That changes the game. It puts everyone under a microscope. Fans will now hear directly how Jordan feels about certain stars and how teams conduct themselves. The fact that he is already locked in, watching games closely, means that Jordan is not coming in blind. He knows the pace of the game. He sees how defenses rotate. He watches the emotional immaturity of some stars and the excellence of others. This puts pressure on everyone involved in the game today, from rising rookies to seasoned all-stars. When Silver says MJ knows what defines him, it's his way of warning the league that MJ also knows what defines basketball, and that clarity is about to be aired publicly on television.
He watches a lot of basketball, and he knows it's what defines him still.
In the sixth quote, Adam Silver switches gears slightly to highlight the NBA's digital evolution, mentioning that the league has garnered over 1 billion global views on social media just since the finals began. This detail might seem separate at first, but it's deeply connected to Jordan's upcoming TV presence. The NBA is a global product now. The modern fan does not just watch live games, they digest basketball through highlights, commentary clips, memes, and debates. Silver is essentially saying that the NBA's reach is massive, and Jordan's upcoming role will now plug directly into this enormous machine. That is significant. Imagine a 30-second clip of Jordan roasting a player's defensive effort or praising an under-the-radar hustle play. That moment would not stay on air for long. It would go viral within minutes, hitting millions of feeds. Silver is showing us the scope of what Jordan's voice will now influence. And in a time where players are hyper-aware of public perception, this matters deeply. A nod from Jordan could raise a player's status overnight. A criticism could trigger league-wide introspection. Silver's quote about global reach also implies that Jordan is not just speaking to an American audience. Fans in Europe, Africa, and Asia will be tuned in. The impact is universal. More than that, Silver knows Jordan is the only basketball icon who commands that level of instant global credibility. While players today rack up massive followings, none of them carry the singular reverence Jordan still holds across generations. By introducing Jordan into the league's digital ecosystem, Silver is giving the fans what they have been missing: authentic, no-filter basketball wisdom from the most accomplished voice in the sport. And when those thoughts echo across billions of screens, the tone of basketball discourse might shift for good.
Social media is high on our priority list. I mean, first of all, we've had something like 1 billion globally on social media since the finals have started, but also, to get back to your ratings point, I think what gets lost sometimes is just like social media is global.
Finally, Silver makes perhaps his most viewer-frequent comment. I think the fans are going to enjoy hearing his take on the modern league. That might be the understatement of the decade. What fans have wanted for years is to hear what Michael Jordan really thinks, not through filtered interviews or carefully placed statements, but in real-time commentary. Silver knows this, and that's why he emphasizes enjoyment. Jordan's basketball IQ, competitive edge, and sense of humor create the perfect storm for compelling television. He is not there to sugarcoat. He is not trying to be everyone's friend. That is what makes this so exciting. For fans who feel the league has gone soft or that analysis is too diplomatic, Jordan represents the old guard's return. He will speak the truth as he sees it, whether it is praising players like Giannis or calling out superstars for coasting. Fans are in for content they can trust. Silver's statement is a promise, not just a prediction. It assures the audience that this won't be a ceremonial presence. Jordan will not smile and nod. He will dissect, analyze, analyze and criticize when necessary, and fans crave that. The NBA audience, especially on platforms like YouTube and X, formerly Twitter, feeds on raw, honest takes. They have had enough of scripted, politically correct commentary. Jordan brings something else, authenticity, and Silver's betting that fans will love hearing the unfiltered mind of a basketball demigod. This also places pressure on other commentators. Suddenly, everyone else is playing second fiddle to Jordan. If he sets the tone, others will either have to rise or retreat. Silver's quote may seem mild, but it carries weight. It signals that Jordan's involvement is not a gimmick. It is the future of NBA discourse. Fans won't just enjoy this, they will demand it to continue.
And so I think fans are going to enjoy hearing his take, on the modern league.
So there you have it. Adam Silver has not only confirmed Michael Jordan's return to the spotlight, but he has outlined why this is such a monumental shift for the NBA. It took decades to bring him back. Now, the greatest player in history is preparing to step into the analyst chair, and he is doing it on his terms. He is already locked in, he is watching, and he is ready to speak. From redefining commentary to elevating standards, Jordan is about to reshape how the world views modern basketball. This is not just entertainment, it is an audit from the greatest to ever touch the hardwood. The world will be watching. If you want more deep dives like this and full breakdowns on every major NBA debate, make sure you subscribe to NBA Showdown and turn on notifications. The GOAT is coming, and we'll be covering every word.